Here we go. 2K25 Builder just came out just a few minutes ago. I reacted to that over on Twitch. If you weren't there, you missed out on a lot of big information, but have no fear. Bobby Bang is here. I'm going to talk about some of the big things that we learned today from the 2K25 stream. A lot of big news. My court is back. Very interesting there. I know that's probably something that the community has wanted for a long time. And they brought it back, so that's pretty cool there. But in terms of the builder, there's so much stuff that was learned today. I'm gonna do my best to break it down from the builder to the badges to the takeovers. Just based off of those three things alone, I'm gonna talk about the most important things. Let's look at the actual builder itself. It looks a lot different from the first glance that I noticed. Just based off the defense, everything on the defense is the same. Offense and defensive rebound is purple instead of red. I don't know how important that really is. It's probably not important at all because it's still defense, but obviously right now, since we can't get our hands on the builder, actually, every little thing that they showed today is something that we have to think about and talk about, and the fact that that's a different color could mean that the attribute points used in that category are going to have a different price to it compared to the the things in red and green, or whatever the case may be. So that was the first thing I noticed. And then the second thing that I noticed in that same picture, there's no acceleration. The way that they described it, or stamina for that matter, acceleration is now agility, it looks like, and they still have strength, vertical, and speed, but there's no stamina. So just from what we've learned today, stamina is going to be connected to your workouts. When you go to the Gatorade facility, you're going to have a certain amount of workouts to do to get your stamina up. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what that looked like, but from what I do remember from what they were saying was that depending on the amount of workouts you do, you're going to get a certain bonus or increments added to your stamina. You're going to start at an 85 stamina, and the more workouts you do, the higher your stamina is going to be. I think that there was a perk in 2K24 called like Gym Rat, where you just get all your stats like a +4 or something like that, or you don't have to work out anymore and everything's just maxed out pretty much for what you can do. I think it's going to be the same thing like that. You're going to get like a Gym Rat, I think it's like Gym Warrior badge, and that perk's going to give you 99 stamina, I think, for a certain amount of time, if not the rest of the time while you're in 2K. Probably have to do it a certain amount of times to get that, but thought that was very interesting. From what I learned, we are going to be gassed for the first couple weeks of the game. 85 stamina is not a lot at all. Maybe if you're a big, it probably doesn't matter, but if you're dribbling, it sounds like stamina is going to be very important as always, but it's going to be even harder to come by to get up high. That's just from what we've learned today with stamina. But another thing that they added was that you can see your animations and the animations that you can get after you made your build. So you go to the builder, you max out all your stats, or you put your stats where you want them to be, and then when you go into the next category, or you go to the next page and click continue, it's going to show you the animations that you can get based off of the attributes that you set there. I think that is huge. So when you go in to test your build in the My Builder testing court, where you can play 3-on-3 or 5-on-5 to test your build, you're also going to be able to test your animations, which I think is going to be amazing, right? Instead of submitting your build and not really knowing the animations that you can get until you make your build is definitely pretty annoying. Very annoying, especially since they're already charging us $100 a build, $50, $70 a build, depending on how much grinding you do without money. This is huge. This is probably the biggest thing in terms of the actual builder that I saw. Seeing the animations that you're going to be able to equip right away is, I think, a massive plus. But yeah, the builder looks really cool. I'm very interested to see exactly what everything's going to, add up to. How are they going to distribute your points? At first, I did think that the builder looked the exact same, and maybe it is the exact same, and you guys can let me know in the comments just how similar it does look, but it all comes down to the pricing of the attributes once you put it down. So we're not really going to know what that looks like until we get our hands on the game, but for right now, let me know in the comments what you think about the builder. If you look at the lower right corner, you're going to see those badges, and they showed it for Lightning Launch. We're going to talk about the badges themselves in a second. They definitely did some crazy-ish with the badges for this year, but look at the badges on the lower right corner. I'll zoom it up for us so we can actually look at it. There's your typical bronze badge, silver badge, gold badge, and Hoff badge. And then they added a legend badge. There's a legend badge. So obviously they did it for lightning launch, speeds up launches when attacking from the perimeter. Obviously we don't know how that badge works. We don't know what exactly that's going to look like in the game. But you need a 91 speed with ball to get Hoff, which, I mean, that's God tier. That's an insane tier to have anything is Hoff. But 94 speed with ball gets you legend lightning launch. Now, obviously, just based off the pass, we're used to having the bronze, silver, gold, and Hoff badge tiers. Now you add a whole tier above Hoff. Oh my, I mean, man. So the thing that I think about with that, if we think about 2K24, I think this was the best 2K in terms of defense. Hoff, immovable enforcer, was unbelievable. You're telling me that there might be a legend Hoff immovable enforcer? You're telling me that you can have Hoff Deadeye, let's say at like a 95.3. That was broken. I used that in Pro-Am. That was unbelievably good. You're telling me there's going to be a legend tier above that. That's pretty cool, I'm not going to lie. I think that that's going to be very interesting to see just how much, number one, that's going to cost. I keep saying the cost. Because, you know, depending on how high you have an attribute, there's a cost that comes with that. If you have a 94 ball handle, you know, that ish ain't cheap. That's going to be really, really expensive. But to have legend, that is going to be insane. I think that that's going to be really interesting to see. Let me know in the comments, are you going to try to get a legend tier badge off the rip? When I get my hands on this game, I'm definitely going to show some builds with, you know, Hoff, showing just how much that's going to cost. I'm also going to show off legend badges. I really want to see how much that's going to cost. I know I keep repeating myself with the cost thing, but I really can't fathom what legend badge tier looks like compared to the Hall of Fame tier badge. That's something to keep our eyes on launch day. Really, really cool stuff there. Let's go just to the badges. The badges themselves. There's 40 total badges this year. I'll put them up right here. It's very interesting. There's a lot of old badges: Aerial Wizard, Float Game, Challenger, Glove, Deadeye, Limitless Range. Obviously a lot of badges from last year. There's a lot of badges also missing from last year. There's no blinders. There's no, let me look at this real quick. There's no Rim Protector badge that I'm seeing. Really just depends on, you know, what badges you're trying to get. But let's look at some of the new badges, okay? I'm going to start from the left-hand corner from Aerial Wizard and work my way down when it comes to new badges. Just names. Layup Mixmaster improves a player's ability to finish fancy or acrobatic layups successfully. New badge name, it really just sounds like acrobat to me. So that's cool that they have a new... I just think new badges in general is cool. Sorry, jeez Louise. Paint Prodigy improves a player's ability to quickly and effectively score while going to work in the paint. Very interesting. So that's probably going to tie to your post control is what I had to guess, but it's a new badge nonetheless. Let's keep going. Physical Finisher improves a player's ability to battle through contact and convert contact layups. Pretty sure that's already been a badge, but I think that is a new name. I think what was that called for this year? I really can't remember, but new badge name nonetheless. Post Powerhouse strengthens a player's ability at backing down defenders and moving them with drop steps. So this is like a drop stepper badge. New name, pretty cool. Post Up Poet raises the chances of faking or getting by the defender as well as scoring when performing moves in the post. If you're new to my channel or you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that I was a post fade demon. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. Post fade was my thing. I love doing post fades. I really enjoyed the post fade phenom badge, and just if there's badges that can help me do that at a greater level, I'm gonna be pumped. I mean, that's gonna be awesome. So that's awesome there for Post Up Poet. Going back to the middle, we know Challenger, we know Glove. High Flying Denier boosts the speed and leaping ability of a defender or of a defensive player in anticipation of a block attempt. That sounds crazy. It sounds like that's going to go in hand with the Agility badge. This Agility badge, they made it sound like that it's going to be something that works kind of like dexing off ball on offense, but it seems like it's gonna have to do with just about anything, and that sounds like that right there as well. On-ball menace, pounds and bodies up while defending on the perimeter. Kind of just sounds like something on the perimeter that goes with perimeter defense. Sounds like really just clamps, to be honest. Paint patroller, increases a player's ability to block or contest shots at the rim. Nice, love that. This is where it starts to get very, very interesting. There's 5 shooting badges. A lot of people early in 2K24 were having a hard time shooting. I think myself included, just because obviously when you're making a new build, you're gonna have no badges. You're gonna have bronze badges, so it's gonna be tough. Now there's 5 shooting badges. Obviously, Deadeye, Limitless Range. Mini Marksman elevates the likelihood of making shots over taller defenders. That's very interesting. Mini Marksman. I really thought that was going to be something in the mid-range, but it sounds like you're just going to be able to shoot over taller defenders. I think there was a badge like that in 2K22. I can't remember what it was called, but that was like a necessity for small guards. Set shot specialist boosts chances of knocking down standstill jump shots. So if you make your Jared Dudley build, if you make your Klay Thompson build, okay, that was bad. Now if you make your a set shooting specialist, right? You're playing pro-am, you're playing rec, and you're sitting corner, sitting deep hash. That's probably going to be a good badge for you. Shifty shooter improves a player's ability to successfully make off the dribble high difficulty jump shots. So that sounds like it's just going to be everywhere. Your difficult shots from many 2Ks ago, it sounds like that's what that's going to be to me. Playmaking, Ankle Assassin increases the ability to break down the defender or cross them up. Just ankle breaker right there, but a new name. Really cool looking badge, to be honest. Lightning Launch, we already talked about. Strong Handle reduces the likelihood of being bothered by defenders when dribbling. That just sounds like physical handles to me. Love that. And then the last one, Versatile Visionary. Improves the player's ability to thread and fit tight passes, including alley-oops quickly and on time. That just sounds like needle threader, really, but it's going to help you on lobs, so I don't know what that was for 2K24, but thread and fit tight passes, though, needle threader all the way through. So obviously I just took some time to talk about some of the new badge names that they made, but what's crazy about this is that there's general offense with brick walls, slithery off ball, which is its own thing. Rebounding is its own thing. I talked about that earlier. All around pogo stick. That was a defensive badge. Now it's all around. What else is there? Only 5 outside shooting badges. That's gonna be insane. I can't even fathom shooting with just 5 badges. Hopefully I can get those up. But they also said that badge regression is not a thing this year. So obviously the big thing with NBA 2K24 is if you weren't using a badge, it's gonna go down. This year it's not going to go down, so make sure you grind all your badges this year, man. I mean, that couldn't be overemphasized enough. No badge regression is definitely the most important thing I heard about when it came to badges this year. And it sounds like we're going to have to grind all of our badges. We can't have no badges on bronze. We got to grind them all, boys. But let me know what you think about these badges. The shooting, obviously, like I said, is crazy, but the badges in general, there's only 40 of them, so that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. What else is there to talk about? Oh, the Takeover. There's 7, I believe there's 6 levels. Each level you hit for your Takeover meter is gonna have a different attribute boost. So obviously in the picture I'm showing you, +7 to strength, post control, and close shot when you're using the barbecue chicken Takeover. Number 1, that sounds unbelievably sick. But you're gonna be able to see your Takeover things in the screen of your builder. I think where they show the animations and everything, they're also going to show you the takeovers that you can get from that as well. Really, really cool stuff there, in my opinion. That they're really just showing you what you can get in the builder. Such a slept-on thing they're adding is just seeing what your build is really going to be like outside of just attributes, your animations, your takeover. I really like that in general. I know I'm talking really fast, but you have the power to go back and listen to all this stuff. I'm just trying to get through this as quick as I can while just explaining everything as neatly as I can, but I want to get through it, obviously. But yeah, level 1, you're going to get plus, 1 and 2 to some things. Same thing with level 2, there's going to be a certain amount of things added depending on the takeover that you chose. I think that's really, really cool. It sounds like the takeover is going to be unbelievable. more broken than what the Mamba take really was. Mamba take, you had everything, +5, and if you had Mamba take, obviously you're balling in the game. But once you have Mamba take, you're essentially the best player on the court, really. Mamba take was really broken, and with this, it sounds like it might even be more broken depending on if you're really good at being a bucket. There looks like there'll be a bucket takeover. I mean, this is crazy. God, I'm stuttering like an idiot. But it just sounds like this is going to be crazy. Obviously, Mamba take was +5 to everything. And it does sound like that this is only going to harp on a couple things, which is nice. But those couple things, you're going to be a dog, baby. So if you got barbecue chicken, for instance, your close shot, your post control, and your strength is going to go up a lot. So if you're someone in the post, you're going to be a dog. Bark for me. You're going to be a dog. If you're on the outside, I don't know what, nothing on here really looks like it's going to be outside. Maybe bucket? I don't know, but you're going to get a lot of attributes, plussed and added, and it's going to be crazy for Takeover. Going to be interesting to see how hard it is to get your Takeover up if there's 6 levels. That's very interesting, but nonetheless, a lot of cool stuff that was added today. Just insane day today, really. I didn't think that I'd get this excited about 2K25. Obviously, your haters are going to say that, this is 2K24 reskin. The builder's always different. There's always something about the builder that is different from the year prior. We're going to have to see what it's like when we get our hands on the game. I think I'm going to have a video breaking down each thing once I learn more about it. But for right now, this is kind of what we know off the rip from today. Really exciting stuff, honestly, if you're excited about getting your hands on this game. I'm excited about getting my hands on the game. This is the only basketball game we got, so we have no choice but to get excited. Until we get our hands on the game, it's gonna be exciting. So let me know in the comments what you think about the builder. I know that I talked really, really fast and I was kind of all over the place, but really wanted to talk about just badges, takeovers, and the builder itself. There's going to be my court, no badge regression. You're going to see your animations in the builder and your takeover in the builder, so that's pretty cool, I think. But let me know in the comments what you think about this builder. What did I miss? What do we need to talk about more? And I'm going to make videos kind of talking about each category, so we're going to take time to actually learn this now. I'm posting this video on the day that the builder came out, so let me know in the comments what you think about the builder. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.